So we've had graduations every night.
All right. Hello, everybody. If there's anybody on. My name is Christina Stainbrook. You guys know who I am, but if this is YouTube, you may not. But Christina Stainbrook, I'm Star Director for Fresh Sense of Smell Air, Scentsy Fragrance, and this is our first Thursday's meeting for the Fresh Sense of Smell Air. We try to do this on the first Thursday of every month, and tonight we're talking about basket parties with Carrie Breaux, and she's incredible. I met her on at Leadership. And we were sitting on a bus talking about genius ideas, and she started talking about basket parties. And oh man, hold on. I can hear myself. I gotta pause it.
Are you echoing?
Okay. So we met on the bus, and she started talking about basket parties, and she completely changed my life with her basket party awesomeness. She is very skilled at basket parties, and she gets massive bucks, and she is just, I can't even describe it because it's going to blow your mind. So I'm excited for you guys to hear what she has to say tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to her. All right, your turn, lady.
I know, I'm just looking to see. Okay, so if I just click on it. Hi guys, this is Carrie here.
I got you.
Can you see me okay?
I can see you.
Anyways, I'm super excited to be here, and thank you, Christina, so much for inviting me. Basket parties, a little story on it for me is that I'm just like many of you on this call are just as busy as I am. We're just on the go all the time. We've got something going on all the time. And so I found that basket parties was the best way for me to work my business, still get my name out there, meet hostesses without being challenged to book dates and times. It just allowed me to have a little bit of freedom. So I really appreciated that. And I just really fell in love with the basket idea concept. It didn't start off easy for me. I really did a lot of trial and errors, you know, kind of played around with it. And I think you guys can all understand now, or many of you that are just starting in Scentsy as well, is that everything that you do or you try, whether it's events, fairs, home parties, you got to go into it and walk away thinking about what you could have done better, or how you could have done it more efficiently, or what would have been easier for you. You can't ever walk in with the blame game, and you guys know what I'm talking about because I've been there, is pretty much walk in and go, you know what, that could have been a little bit better, or go in with the game on. So I kind of took that concept of basket parties and said, you know what, this works best in my business. How can I make it great? And I feel like after many trials and errors, I was able to really master basket parties, and I get the opportunity to share that with you guys tonight. So many of you guys have already chatted on there and asked some really, really great questions. And I'm just going to try and go over the meat and bones of why I do basket parties and why they're successful for me. And then one of the questions was, how do you book basket parties? By the way, I talk super fast, so I'll try and slow it down a little bit, and hopefully you guys can catch everything. I know Christina is recording this, so you can just like put me in like that Smashbox mode and listen to me slow. Anyways, so basket parties for me is really about setting a goal each month and wanting the PRV, but also wanting to get contacts with hostesses. I truly believe in keeping it simple. And I'm a little bit embarrassed, kind of, not totally, but I don't really have any baskets right now. They're actually all out to really show you what my baskets look like. I call them basket parties, pouch parties. You can name them whatever you want. A lot of people say parties on the go. There's a lot of different names, but we're going to use pouch parties or basket parties because that's what I'm used to calling them. But I love these. These are my little bank bags. Awesome. Great product. This is what I'm currently doing as my pouch party. So I was able to throw one together kind of a little bit for you guys. But this is, I put the transition sets. This is a brand new transition set for spring. Right inside, a couple catalogs, obviously the monthly specials, order forms, and you know, reasons why to join Scentsy, top 10 reasons. I love to put that in there. Huge kudos to customer loyalty, and we can talk about that at another time. And so that's what's in my basket, right? And I have a calculator and a pen, sometimes a sample of the washer whiffs. I love the idea of a layers basket, you guys, and I will tell you right now, I haven't really done it yet, but I can't wait to try it. So that's next on my agenda of mastering basket parties. Anyways, moving forward. So that's kind of what I put in a basket party. Now, how do I get them booked? Well, if you guys have been doing this already for a few months, you may already have some customers or hostesses. I keep a calendar, as many of you probably already do, whether you've been doing it for a few months or several years. I want you to go back into that calendar and I want you to look at the hostesses that have booked with you already. There's your customers right there. They've already booked with you. They've already gotten a taste for free product. They already know they need more Scentsy bars or need refills. Your basket party gurus, the ones that are doing it for you, are the ones that want to get their Scentsy for free. And they're going to do it for you every 3 to 4 months if they're really ambitious. So I usually will reach out with a little message to each of them, especially if I don't have any set up for the month, and I will ask them to host a pouch party. And I simply market it with carry around a basket, you guys, for 2 weeks. Worst case scenario, you don't sell anything. But that's really kind of the way I get started. Once I have a few people that are willing to take a basket, and again, it's no loss for you guys, right? There really is no loss if somebody carries a basket around for you, even if you're convincing them to do it. And by the way, these pouches are really, really cheap to make, you guys. The transition sets are like $7. I have a couple breakdowns for you, but ultimately, 6 of these bags would cost, approximately $10 to $15, depending on where you go. And it doesn't have to be a Scentsy bag. It could be Dollar Tree. Keep it simple. I know one of you guys asked about a full set. What do I do? A full set? Too many. I found when I was doing the large baskets with all the samples is that, one, they didn't share it because it was too much. There's too many fragrances for them to smell, and they were busy smelling it themselves, so they weren't sharing it. And I also found that if there was a customer that absolutely had to smell one of the fragrances in there, that they would ask. But most of us can say that if I only have what I have to choose from, that's what I'm going to order from. So case in point, if they absolutely are looking for a particular fragrance, the catalog is so descriptive and they describe the scents. So moving on, that's kind of what I put in my catalogs. I set a goal every month. Every month I have a goal of $2,000 in PRV. And that could be a pretty hefty goal because ultimately you guys are awesome if you're doing 500 or even doing 150 a month. We're proud of you, and I know that that's a challenge. But I like my goals high because I have a why. I have a purpose for my sales. So $2,000 a month, and if I did that for 12 months, I think that's annual sales. Pretty darn close to annual sales, I'm just saying, since he put some great rewards out there. But that goal of $2,000 in sales allows me to pay for things that is kind of my why of what I do in my business. So with that said, I average 6 pouches a month that I send out, and I send them out twice. We live in California. My husband's a correctional officer, and we live in a small town where the primary population is correctional officers. So they only get paid once a month in the state of California. We get paid at the beginning of the month. So I strategically place my pouch parties to go out on the 1st and the 15th of the month. Now think outside the box, you guys, or outside the bag. What works for you in your area? I believe in simplifying and having a system. So I send out pouches around the 1st of the month, and then I send them out again on the 15th of the month. What does that mean? Well, pretty much I try to get 6 hostesses at the 1st of the month. Now, if I don't already have hostesses in place, I get 6 of them. If somebody wants to host a party with me, like a home party, I never turn them down, but I strongly encourage them to do pouch parties because that's just what works great for me. Anyways, I can usually ask them to ask friends of friends as well to take pouch parties. And sometimes I'll even ask them to compete against each other. If it's a group of friends, I'll say, hey, whoever sells the most, I'll give you a free warmer. And again, that's your half off item that you're using for that. So with that said, I know I could just ramble on, so I'll just try and keep moving. So really, to get my hostesses, I really just kind of get them started. But texting is everything to me. Because we're on the go, I love text messages. I just feel like they're easy. Obviously, I talk a lot and I talk too much. So if I had to make a phone call, I wouldn't get off. I mean, sometimes I have to actually set the timer and get real creative with people I'm on the line with because I can spend too much time on the phone. So I love text messaging, you guys. When a hostess takes a basket party, it is so important that you keep them engaged and that you create excitement. Anybody can take a pouch. You can contact 6 people tonight and ask them to take a pouch party for you. But are they excited? No, they're just doing it for you, right? You got to get them excited. You need to tell them about the free product that they can earn, and you need to set a goal, just like you having a goal. I have a goal. they have a goal. Every basket party that I do, I set the goal at $500 in sales. $500 in sales to me is what makes a great hostess party, right? They get over $75 in free product and they get 3 half-off items. And with text messaging, it allows me and I ask this outright when they're doing a basket party. I ask them, are you okay with text messages? And you may have the one customer that doesn't do texting, and that's okay too. So you might have to make a phone call, but majority of us are on text message and we communicate that way. So I simply let them know, thank you. So I give them the pouch and I say, thank you so much for hosting a pouch party. All your instructions are in there, including some information on my customer loyalty program and my bonus. My bonus is that if you pass the basket or have a friend that would like to take the basket when you are done in 2 weeks, then I will give you 3 free bars. Again, you guys can set that up to what's in your budget. They usually are pretty excited about it, but again, they're doing me a favor and taking the basket. My text messages will start off very simple, and I'll let them know that I text them every 2 to 3 days, depending on how busy you are. And I'll be telling them about all of our monthly specials as we go. So again, first of the month, I'm going to try and kick out 6 basket parties. And when I say try, I always do it. I always get 6 out, even if I'm begging and pleading. A good friend that just did one a few months ago. None of them come back with the average of them come back at $300 to $500 in sales. If it's their first time to taking a basket party, they'll come back with about $500 in sales, $400 or more. And if it's past the basket where they're passing it to a friend, to another friend, sometimes I don't see my baskets for 6 months. I just pretty much restock them. They'll get a little bit less in sales. And so it'll be about 150 towards the end. When it gets to about the 4th person, I notice the sales will drop. And that's probably because it's circling around the same circle of friends. So I know you guys are probably asking already, what does that look like? I don't understand. I need a visual. At least I'm a visual person. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen if that's okay with you, Christina, and break down what my text messages looks like. And then I'm going to explain to you how I do this pass the basket and exchange with them. You want to keep your baskets going always. So if I have any baskets come back to me, like I have a few girls that I'm meeting with next week that will be closing out their parties. If they don't have anybody to pass the basket to, I make sure I have somebody lined up to send those baskets out to, or I work on getting somebody. So,
is your screen sharing right now?
No.
Okay, good. Let me know when you do, so I make sure it's actually showing on their end.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do it right now.
Sorry.
All right, can you see that?
I can. Let me go see if we can see it on the link, just to make sure. Because sometimes it doesn't translate to YouTube, so
yeah.
Let me do it really fast. I've been checking that link on my phone just to make sure we're still like.
There it is. Okay.
For 1 second.
If they don't have anybody to pass the basket to, I make sure I have somebody lined up to send those baskets out to, or I work on getting somebody. So, is your screen sharing right now? No.
Okay, it's about to share. They're on a delay, so 1 second. Sorry, everybody. We're delaying right now.
Technical.
Sorry.
All right, can you see that?
Yep, I can see it on YouTube. Go for it.
Let me go see if we can see it on the link. Keep watching for a minute, though, because I kind of clicked out of it. Maybe I lost it.
Can you see? Sometimes it doesn't translate to YouTube. Yeah, I lost you.
You lost me? Okay, I had a feeling. Let me try this again. Sorry, guys.
Technical difficulties. I know you guys are getting psyched.
All right, I think you can see it now. I think it's telling me sharing.
Okay.
Are you guys pumped up and motivated? I hope so, because I'm going to give you some great tips. And I know Christina will be able to get this to you guys. I have a little PowerPoint here that I was working off of as I was talking to you. But let me just tell you, this is the best way, and I'm going to challenge you guys to do this. If I am having a hard time getting some basket parties, I'll start off simply with some text messages out to friends and family. Always, never in a group text, you guys. Always send a personal message. Again, text messaging works well for me. And I do build relationships through text messages, but you still need to have some contact with them. So I'll send out a simple text like this. Hey, Felicia, this is Carrie with Scentsy. I have a goal to send out 6 parties in a bag this month. Simply carry a party around for 2 weeks and earn free product. Will you help me reach my goal? Everybody wants to help you, you guys. Starting off by telling them you have a goal is just awesome, and it's a great way, and they're getting great products. So you can ask coworkers, you can get referrals, friends of friends, and home parties are a great alternative. If you're doing home parties and you're not getting any bites at that party to host a party, or for the hostess to book another party, offer a basket party. Bring it with you, or a pouch party. Okay, bring it with you, because somebody there would much rather do that than clean their house. Okay, pouch parties are so much easier than cleaning and having to provide food and drinks, right, for your hostesses. They seem to be a little bit more willing to do that than at home. So again, like I mentioned before, hostess coaching, you want to build excitement and you want to maintain their attention. So I've got several people that want to take pouch parties, right? So they've all agreed to do it. I went out and delivered them, and I pick on Wednesdays. That Wednesdays are my delivery day, so I'll go out and send out basket parties to my hostesses. And I start off with the first text message. This is day one. Hey, Felicia, I'm so excited that you're going to host a basket party. Take your basket with you everywhere: church, sports activities, barbecues, work, etc. Share, share, share. Your party has been set up online. Share the link below with all your long-distance friends and family. Your goal is $500 in sales. That's $75 in free product and 3 half-off items. Bonus, if you pass the basket at the time of closing, you will get an additional 3 bars of your choice. Please let me know if you have any questions or need anything. Your party is scheduled to close on, and you want to pick a date about 2 weeks out. Good luck and thank you. Now, somebody asked me, how do you get your basket parties? Name it right away. When you give that basket out, tell them what their close date is. Now, does that mean it has to be exactly 2 weeks? Absolutely not. Maybe they have a payday on a certain day of the week, or maybe they're going camping or out of state and they're bringing it with them to a family gathering. It's okay to flex that, but have a date in mind and set with them from the get-go. There is no reason why any hostess should be keeping their basket, okay? Day 3. So that was the first day, or the very first day she started, or I got it to her, and I got it out to her. So day 3 is, hey, Felicia, did you see the Warmer of the Month special? It's 10% off this month. Also take the time to read about my extra special hostess rewards. You can earn a free nightlight of your choice. Simply have 3 friends from your party go and join online from my website for the customer loyalty program. This is perfect for your long-distance friends and family to never run out of their favorite Scentsy product. How are you on supplies? Did you need anything? If you guys don't know about customer loyalty, go find out about it, okay? It's really been a huge blessing for me, and again, it's a consistent PRV, and we can talk about that at a later date and time. But I have incorporated that into my basket parties because I want to give my hostesses more stuff. So if they can get 3 people join the customer loyalty program while they're carrying their basket, they're going to get a free nightlight. Little bit more incentive, right? So they decided they were going to take the pouch party for me, and now they're getting kind of excited because they're actually going to get some free stuff out of this, and that's not impossible. So, and if they have any questions, they can always look in their pouch. I have a laminated card inside their pouches that tell them about the loyalty program and how to do it, and so they can get started on their party. Every text that I send from this point forward ends with a question. I need a response for them. I need to know that they're getting my text messages and that they're just as excited as I am. Okay, so that's really key. I want to point that out to you guys. Always end it with a question. This is just some verbiage I use. I tweak it every time. You guys know your hostesses. Change it. The best part is if you save this in your phone, like under your memo pad, you can actually just copy and paste this every time you have a basket go out. Day 6, checking in, my friend. Pass your basket at the end of your party and get 3 free bars of your choice. How are things going? Need anything? More catalogs? Day 9. Hi, my friend. Have you reached your goal of $500 in sales? I have your party scheduled to close this Thursday at 5 o'clock at Starbucks. Did you have any questions? And then I also will send them a text if they have any online orders. I might send them a text message, add this to it and say, oh my gosh, you're already at $120 in sales online. And then again, I ask them for questions. And then day 12, we're getting close to the end. Felicia, you're amazing. Thank you so much for hosting a party on the go with me. See you Thursday at Starbucks, right? Because I want to make sure they're going to show up. Now, what's so important about Starbucks? Starbucks is my meeting point. Now, remember I said I send out baskets or pouch parties on the 1st and the 15th of every month. Well, so before the 15th comes around, it's time for me to start meeting with them. And so I usually will pick like on a Wednesday or Thursday, those are usually my meeting days. And I will, because I have 6 baskets out, remember? I will stagger them. So Felicia's might be at 4:30, meet me at Starbucks. What do you want to drink? And then the next person might be coming at 5 o'clock, and the next person might be coming at 6 or 5:30. And so I sit in Starbucks and I smell samples and I visit in Starbucks. It's great. I mean, I love my job, you guys. How great is that? And people bring me orders. Okay, how much greater is that? I don't have to work very hard. The best part is when they show up with a $400 or $500 party, you best believe I'm asking them if they want to join, because I want to gift their party to them to get them started. Okay, because they're doing the work for you. Why not join? They'll be amazing. So I'm either flipping them at this point or getting them set up to come meet me. So that's kind of how that looks. So towards the end, this is the last few texts. Day 14, you know, like I said, this is flexible, but these are some ideas of what I send out. Again, I'm staying engaged with my hostess. She's responding to me. And I'll ask them, you know, or I'll remind them, I'll see you today at 5 o'clock. Did you have a friend to pass the basket to? And I'll ask them. Bring all their information with you to Starbucks with supplies. How are you on sales? What's your total? And often they'll respond and say, oh, I'm at 200. Oh, I'm not doing really great. I'm at $200 in sales, right? Because I painted this picture that I wanted them to do $500 in sales. But we all know $200 in sales is awesome. And if you have 6 people sending, you know, bringing you $200 in sales, it's really not a bad day. That's awesome. It's $1,200 in sales that I just made in one day. So I usually ask them for their sales and their totals because I only have like 30-minute increment windows of when they're returning the basket into me. I want to make sure that they've gone shopping for their hostess rewards, that they've already started to pick out what they want so that we can literally tie it all up right at that point at Starbucks. Okay, so that's part of the reason why I ask them that. And then also, if I know they're going to pass the basket, I'm going to make sure when I go to Starbucks that I have a bunch of additional supplies with me to restock that basket. So if they say yes and they're going to pass the basket, I ask them to bring me the person that they're going to pass it to's information, such as cell phone, and make sure that they're okay with texting. And then when they arrive, I restock their basket with more catalogs, order forms. Maybe I need to put another wash or whiff sample in there because the hostess used it. Maybe whatever. Or maybe there's a new special. We're into a new month, so I need to change out the specials. I'll restock that basket, hand it back to the hostess that's closing her party for her to deliver, and I start the cycle all over again. Like I said, sometimes I don't see these baskets for 6 months. So I respond back to them and I just say, okay, you know, I tell them how much they have to sell and I tell them congratulations, start shopping. And if they had 3 people join my customer loyalty, I'll let them pick out a nightlight. And then I also offer to get them a drink at Starbucks. Okay. So let me just make sure. Oh, so somebody asked, what if they don't return it? You know, you're not getting your basket back. Well, I will tell you, because of my trials and errors and how much experience I have with trying to master these basket or pouch parties, I found out that by text number 3, so you're looking 6 days into it, I started on day 1, day 2, by text 3, if they're not returning my messages that I'm sending them, then I'm going to speculate. And then hopefully you guys have built a little bit of relationship, like you've friended them on Facebook if you're on Facebook, and you know what's going on in their life. So maybe life is happening for them. Maybe something, you know, traumatizing, or maybe they just have a lot going on in their life and they haven't really focused on their basket party at all. Well, I don't know about you guys, and I'm very guilty of this, is that when we want to avoid something because we're embarrassed, we avoid them, right? That's me. I do it all the time. I avoid people. If I miss somebody's birthday and I have the card sitting there, but I still haven't sent it, I avoid them. So we're all kind of guilty of that. Well, that's the same thing with your hostesses. So often I find, because I set that goal so high, if they're not returning my messages by, you know, the 2nd or 3rd text message, so we're talking 9 days into it, give or take, then they probably are either embarrassed and they're avoiding me, or life is happening. So I will send them a text message and says, I've been thinking of you, and I wanted to thank you so much for helping me reach my goals. Did you know $150 is a qualifying party? Plus you get $15 in free product and a half off item. Usually that's when they respond. They'll go, okay, because maybe they didn't do great in sales, or they're just not thinking they're going to ever make it. So then they respond right away. If they say life is so busy, or my dog ate the pouch party, I usually say something like, Oh my gosh, I totally understand. That would be the same thing that would happen to me. But you know what? Scentsy makes it so easy for me to be able to provide such easy products. It's not a problem at all. I tell you what, let me get what you have left of your basket or get the basket back from you, and let's reschedule in 3 to 4 months. I guarantee you your hostesses will reschedule every time. In fact, tonight I'm going to pick up a basket party. She's a returning hostess. She's done it for me several times. And she told me, I just didn't sell anything. We've had graduations all week. I've just been so busy, but I definitely need to get a refill on bars. And it's no problem. She's got the basket sitting on the porch for me, and I have her order sitting in it ready to go. And she said, how much do I owe you? And I let her know that I actually owed her some hostess credits, but I let her know, I said, well, you only owe me $15+ and a rebooking. So how is, July for you? So I go ahead and get them rebooked. You guys got to get them rebooked if they're not having a good, successful party. And if they're avoiding you, then something has happened. Maybe the dog did eat it and they're embarrassed, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that. So, just be kind to your hostesses, even if accidents like that happen. It's most of the time it's not on purpose. So that's about that. Did you have any other questions? Are you seeing any questions, Christina, that I can answer? Any ahas?
I haven't seen any questions yet. I know we have 20. It keeps flickering on and off on 20 people on here. I'm trying to think. I was going to ask you for your text messages. I'm really excited that they're there. You literally covered everything that I wanted to hear. But I haven't had any questions come through. Maybe we'll go ahead and let them know. If you do have questions, keep posting them in the event, and we'll kind of answer them maybe in text format. That way, instead of waiting, because I think we're on like a 20-second delay. And then if you guys can, you guys know I love to give away prizes. I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to me. I love to give away prizes, team meetings for people who came. So the 5th person to message me the word bacon for no reason, I don't care. Just the 5th person to message me bacon wins a prize. And anyone who's waiting on last month, I promise I'm sending it. I'm really sorry. But yeah, bacon wins a prize, 5th message, and I'll announce that in the event. So with no further ado, I want to say thank you, Carrie, for coming onto our broadcast tonight and giving everybody all of your amazing information. Seriously, if you just have to do basket parties the Carrie way, because it will change your life and your business, and you will feel like you're like riding an awesome Scentsy like surfboard. It's really amazing. It's going to help you stay consistent and stay excited, and you're going to keep getting those consistent paychecks that you've been wanting. So I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. I think that I'm going to let
just chime in real quick one more time before I jump off. I am just a true believer in accountability and setting goals and challenges. So you guys, since I'm your guest, I'm going to go ahead and challenge you right now to get 3 pouch parties. And I don't care how you do it. You can drum up 5 little scent samples, you guys. You don't need a whole bunch of products. Keep it simple. And ask 3 of your friends or family or previous hostesses or complete strangers if you want to ask if they will do a party for you for the next 2 weeks. And I challenge you to use my format, obviously, to fit your guys' style, and go for it and do it. And I want to hear some results from Christina. So
awesome. So did you guys hear that? She said, go get 3 basket parties right now, pouch parties right now, basically. Go get them right now. That is your challenge from tonight's call. Please post your success and progress in the event page or in our group page. It's fine either way. And we will give Carrie some awesome results and numbers in the next few days. So thank you guys for coming on. I love you all. And thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you so, so much.
Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye.